What's up, y'all? It's Jonathan Rollins. I'm back with another reaction to a Swedish classic. All right, before we get started, I gotta remind you that I'm coming on tour. This fall, I'm going on my first solo tour in 12 cities around Sweden. If I'm coming to your city, please come out and check it out. Come laugh with me. The tour is being produced by Live Nation. So go to livenation.se, go to my page, and check out all of the information about my shows. I hope to see you at the show. Say hello. And if you want to see more than just me, if you want to see me and maybe some other comedians along with me in a variety of shows, then you can come check out my comedy club, The Laugh House. Go to thelaughhouse.se to see what we got going on there. There's open mic shows, there's Fashkala stand-up shows, there's fully English comedy shows. It's going to be a fun fall season, so check it out. And make sure to say hello if you see me at a show. And finally, my podcasts. I got 4 of them. I got Sova Händer, Teach Me Sweden, Svenska, and Perfecta Partet. All of them available wherever you get your podcasts. Check them out. And now it's time for today's reaction. Today, I'll be reacting to a Jerry Williams song. It's been a long time since I've done Jerry Williams, so I'm glad to be back at it. And this song is called Who's Gonna Follow You Home? And it may be the creepiest title that I've heard so far. To say that sentence alone, if I say that to somebody, try that. Next time you're at a party, you go up to some stranger and you say, hey, who's gonna follow you home? And then just see how long before they call the police on you. I don't know. Maybe it'll turn out differently. Maybe I'm imagining it wrong, and I'll find out more and that it's a cool thing. Anyway, we'll see. A little bit about the song, though. It was released in 1990 on Jerry Williams' album, Jerry Williams Live på Börsen. I don't know what that means. I guess that's a city. Maybe it's probably a venue. I don't know. But the song charted for 14 weeks on the Swedish charts and peaked at the number 3 spot. Well done, Mr. Williams. This song is said to be a lively rock and roll song that features Jerry Williams' signature energetic style that I'm slightly familiar with. I've heard a little bit of his music. It's got a catchy melody, it's got upbeat guitar riffs, and Jerry's charismatic vocals. I'm pretty sold so far. That's a good description, I guess. The description of it has me ready to check it out. And it's supposed to be a spirit of classic rock with a modern twist, modern as of 1990. And it was also said to be a staple in his live performances. So this must be a barn burner right here. Man, he probably tore it up at Börsen. Fun fact, Jerry Williams was born Sven-Erik Fernström. He started performing in the 60s and went all the way to 2018 and was referred to as the Swedish rock king. That's pretty cool. I wonder if I can be a Swedish comedy king. That's my new goal, man. I've been inspired by Jerry Williams to be considered the Swedish comedy king. And there's a lot of comedy legends in this country that I would have to surpass. So I got some work to do. But first, I got to react to this song. Jerry Williams began in the 60s, as I said earlier, and he was frontman for the band The Violence. I probably mentioned, this sounds familiar. I'm sure I mentioned that in a previous reaction of his. But then he went solo and became a household name. And over the years, he released numerous albums, sold out countless concerts, and became a cultural icon in Sweden. I hear him mentioned every now and then when I go to my in-laws' home. Somebody will bring up Jerry Williams. So, yeah, household name. As for this song, I'm going to guess it goes something like, who's going to follow you home? Who's going to answer your door? Who's going to open the car door for you? Who's going to love you more than me? Than me. Than me, baby girl, than me. That made no sense, man, but it's so fun to do it. All right, it's time to figure out what this song's all about. I got the lyrics right here so I can read along as I listen. So let's do it. Here is Who's Gonna Follow You? No, I don't know if it's going to sound like that. Here is Who's Gonna Follow You Home by Jerry Williams.
Who's gonna take you to the dance tonight? Who's gonna be the one to hold you tight?
Okay.
Who's gonna walk by your side? Who's gonna stand there with a pride?
Okay.
You are the one to every guy I know. You are the only girl to steal the show. When you decide on your own, who's gonna follow you home? Gonna follow you home. I'm waiting for a chance to reach you. If only we two were alone.
Okay.
Can I explain what I've been through? I don't turn my heart into stone. I wanna follow you home. If you would only turn around and see. If you would only save a dance for me. But you decide on your own. Who's gonna follow you home? Who's gonna follow you home?
I'm gonna say that I think he means like kind of like accompany you home, but we don't say follow. I'm thinking this might have been like a huge like language thing here, where they think like how you say följa med type of thing. We don't say follow like that. Like, who's gonna go home with you? This could be like a huge like they could have asked somebody if that's what they're trying to say. Because follow you home is like I would think follow you home is like I'm gonna go in my car behind you, or I'm just gonna walk behind you. I don't know. It feels like a big language issue here. And then as I'm listening to the lyrics that are very basic and simple, I feel like they might have really thought that we say, "Are you gonna follow me home?" You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all get what I'm saying. But this seems like a really big, like, you don't do that, man. I'd be embarrassed if it came out like that, and then I finally found out that I'm sounding like a stalker, because it's like stalker words, but obviously he's trying to figure out who's going home with this lady. It's a big knock on that one, man. They could have asked somebody about the English, but let's keep going. The song sounds good. It's all right. I shouldn't say sounds good. It's not my favorite. I've heard better from him. Come on, Jerry. All right, let's keep going and finish this out. See if we can redeem the song with the faulty lyrics.
Am I a fool to believe it? If only we two were alone. Can it be true what I'm dreaming? I don't turn my heart into stone. I wanna follow you home. I gotta follow you home. Don't wanna walk alone.
I like that. Okay.
I'm waiting for a chance to reach you. If only we two were alone. Can I explain what I've been through? I don't turn my heart into stone. I wanna follow you home. Who's gonna take it to the dance tonight? Who's gonna be the one to hold you tight? Who's gonna walk by your side? Who's gonna stand there with pride? Who's gonna follow you home to the dance tonight? Who's gonna be the one to hold you tight? Who's gonna walk by your side? Who's gonna stand there with a pride? Who's gonna follow you home
right, that was Who's Gonna Follow You Home by Jerry Williams. And I want to give a shout out to the Boppers before I forget. I saw the Boppers with the background vocals. They made that song reach its potential. Bad lyrics aside, they really did their thing with the like. There must be the Boppers. They're probably a bebop type of group, but they really carried it home and added so much life to the song. So shout out to them, man. I didn't mention them before listening to it, but I really appreciated their contribution to the song. And I liked his voice, man, when he said pride. I like that. It sounded like a little Aaron Neville feel to him. I like that a lot. I can't get past the lyrics though. The follow you home thing is like no, I can't get past that, man. It's it feels like a translation error. Or like some or unless they speak, I don't know. Maybe they speak it like that in British English, but I feel like in American English we wouldn't say it like that, and it's a distraction for the song because I like the theme of the song, I like the meaning of the song, but I think the lyrics should reflect that, and it just doesn't seem like what you mean. so that I got to knock it for that. I'm gonna say it's not a banger, but that's not only because of the lyrics. But the lyrics are my least favorite part of the song is the lyrics of it. And it's kind of even the verses and stuff that he's saying. I wasn't really feeling that. Like, I don't turn my heart into stone. It was just like kind of a reach. It was like such a reach of trying to make it rhyme with alone. You know what I mean? It was not feeling the lyrics at all. But the structure of the song is good. The meaning of the song is good and fun. It felt like too much stuff mixed in too, man. This song was kind of, it felt like a little bit of country influence. It felt like a little bit of dance band influence as well. And it felt like some rock. The guitar riffs were dope though, that they mentioned in the description of the song. So that was good to hear. But there was so much going on. The bad lyrics, I gotta say, not a banger. But you get Jerry Williams' voice and the appeal behind him because he sang that song, man. Good job. All right. That's all I got to say about that one. I appreciate being able to check it out. Not going to be adding that to my listen on my private time list, but I'm glad I got to check it out anyway. Y'all give me more suggestions. Go down into the comments and make some more suggestions for me. I hadn't done a Jerry Williams song in a while, man. Let me know what your favorite Jerry Williams song is, and I can maybe add that to the list. If you see some suggestions that you think are good ideas, then leave some likes on those. The more likes, the more likely I am to add them to the list. Do that. Without you all, I don't know what songs to check out. I do know that the next song I'll be reacting to is called 4 sekunder, 4 seconds, and it's by Magnus Uggla. So stay tuned for that. Haven't done one of his songs in a long time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, get notifications, and most importantly, spread the word. Let people know about this American comedian living in Sweden, reacting to classic Swedish music. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next classic. Peace.